From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Education Secretary Gavin Williamson has declined to give a date for reopening schools in England, denying reports that the government hoped to send children back to class within a few weeks.
What do you feel about COVID-19 and how has it affected you?
Well, it's affected me, like my life has literally changed. I will remember this, like forever.
So what's it been like to not be in school?
It's been different. That's literally all I can say. Different.
In what way?
Really different. It's been like, I want to do this, but I can't because of COVID.
And what kind of things do you want to do?
I want to play with my friends. I want to go to school. I don't know what else. It's too much things to even say.
Well, I understand.
It's a project run by my synagogue, Kol Nefesh, and that's supported by the UJIA. In our community, our rabbi, Joel Levy, lives in Israel when he is not with us. We came up with an idea of how we can connect with the people like us in Israel through this COVID-19 global pandemic.
So a photographer in our community called Marc said, I'll teach you how to do this through images and then we can make a montage, print it as a postcard and then send it to a person like you in Israel. Then I came up with the idea, why don't they do the same in Israel and reply to my postcard? So this is how Hands Across the Lands was born.
Shana Tova, my name is Eddie Gaventa and I'm the Head of Youth and Students at UJIA. We were so pleased to support Kol Nefesh and the Hands Across Lands programme this summer. It was exactly the sort of project our Summer Engagement Fund 2020 was created for.
So Kol Nefesh was really excited to start this project with the community in Jerusalem. We thought it was a really lovely idea to give the kids a new skill to improve their photography skills and to also create something tangible that they could then send to another child in Israel and make that connection really across the lands to other children that have been experiencing lockdown in a different way to them, or maybe in the same way, and finding out just how it's been for them.
Kol Nefesh really gave me a space to sort of create my own connection to God and to other people. And it also gave me a good space to argue and debate about kind of ethics and scriptures and bits of Torah that, you really grapple with as a Jewish person, as a religious person, as a person living in the modern world.
And there we go. So this is your page to do the artwork with.
Overall, It gave me a new perspective on how COVID-19 treated us all. And it was very fun to take different kinds of photos and knowing it will like make someone a bit more happy.
How has it been like to be together through COVID-19?
Kol Nefesh is a very small community. It's full of weird people like me, which I really enjoy. It's got a vibe to it where you can basically be yourself. It's very down to earth. The people there are, they're all there for their own reasons, but it still feels like a shared focus. So there are some people who are religious and really involved in prayer. There's some people who are interested in social action and environment, all different aspects of Judaism. And on the whole, there's a real enthusiasm of support for each other in whatever aspect of Judaism you're there to celebrate and explore.
I've been taking pictures like my whole life, but I really started to know that I loved taking pictures, I think about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And then I just started taking more and more. And then when I got a camera, my grandparents bought me a camera. I want to learn more about, how to use them and more of the technical stuff. And then maybe for my bat mitzvah or something, I can get a good camera. Big camera.
Hands across the land!
אני גרה בישראל, אבל אני עכשיו באנגליה לחצי שנה. אני כאן לשבתון עם ההורים שלי ועם אחותי שהצטרפה לפני כמה חודשים. I'm in England for a sabbatical of half a year. I'm here with my parents and my sister's been here for a few months. And we're living with my grandparents. אנחנו גרים עם סבא וסבתא שלי במנצ'סטר. ובהרבה מהזמן אני לומדת עם אבא שלי, אבל היה חלק מהזמן בגלל הקורונה שאני למדתי גם עם זום בישראל. I was learning with my father a lot of the time, then because of the virus, then I started learning a bit on Zoom with the kids from my class. אני קצת מתגעגעת לכל החבר'ה, אבל כאילו יש גם אנשים ממש מגניבים כאן ואני מאוד נהנית. I miss the groups and the people a lot in Israel, but there are so amazing people in England which I've had an amazing time to meet.
Across the land, Jerusalem, woo!
Hi, my name is Aviel Perlman. I'm 15 years old and I live in Jerusalem. The past few months have been very difficult for the whole world because of the pandemic. And it's changed many, many lives. It's affected my life too. There's been many things that I couldn't do over the corona, like go to the cinema, go shopping. All these things have been closed down. But on the other hand, there are many things that I could do, like hang around the house, watch movies, meet with friends, do a picnic, that kind of stuff. And there have been many things that I wouldn't have done if it wasn't for the corona. Like, I learned how to cook, I learned a new language, and I learned coding. Very cool stuff.
I got to take amazing photos with my grandparents and got to try out with the cameras and stuff. And it was really great. It was a lot of fun and Marc helped me a lot. And it was a lot of fun just connecting to everyone. And I felt like knowing that other people were doing the same thing around the world, like in England and in Israel, really just felt great. It felt like a connection was like, feel connected in some special way. No one thought that something like this could happen, or at least I never thought something like this could happen. I thought if something like this happens, then a few days and there'd be an injection or, yeah, it'd be an injection. or some kinds of cure. I never thought it could be like this. But I think it just changed everyone's perspective about how you can help people and how it basically made everyone realise that they can make a difference and that what they do does affect everyone. So if I don't wear my mask, then I can make someone sick if I accidentally have the virus and stuff like that, and it really, really changes your perspective and stuff. I think playing the shofar in Rosh Hashanah is definitely going to be a bit different this year than the other years. I've heard that I might need to put a mask over the top of the shofar, which is a bit weird, but I don't really know a lot about it yet. And we'll see how it goes, yeah.
I would say, the message of hope is to pan the camera out and to be prepared to look at the world from a broader perspective and to find sources of strength in ourselves. Get on with finding sources of strength in ourselves to come through hard times. So this project, this photography project, is exactly that kind of project. It's a project where instead of saying this is terrible, there's nothing we can do, so let's work out within the constraints of the world, the complicated, dangerous, scary world that we find ourselves in, what can we actually do to reach out, to be creative, to touch other people, to share, to see that other people are suffering as well and listen to their suffering as well as our own. And it's an example of digging within ourselves and finding ways of being creative and productive in a difficult world. So it's been great for kids from Marshall, great for kids from other communities who've joined in, children from England, children from Israel, and kol hakavod to those people who thought of it and initiated it and got on with it. And one of the things about Kol Nefesh that's so great is that it's a community that really works around people volunteering and getting things done. And this was exactly that. People in the community who had a great idea and got on with it and did it, and have allowed a bunch of children to find their creative selves within a period which is very, very difficult for kids, I think.
Hands across the land.
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 Hand across the land.
Hands 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 across the lands.
Hands across the land. Hands across the land.
Hands across the lands.
Hands across the lands.
Hands across the land.